All right, let's bring the discussion back home now and take you back to one of our top stories. The class of 2019, Matrics in Eldorado Park, were moved to a study camp a week before these exams. They had to catch up on 3 months' work as schooling in the area was disrupted. Joining us now from Eldorado Park Secondary School is our reporter Tseho Moahi with the latest on that story. Tseho, I believe that first exam paper is over. And, you know, we've been talking to Monique Mortlock, who is reporting from the Cape Flats school there, where Matrics finished writing their exams. And we were discussing the fact that students there and students in Eldorado Park, just how much harder they have to work to get a chance in life.
Absolutely, that is very true, as you mentioned, Michelle, that they have to work much harder. They did go to a camp last week for a full week, and as you mentioned, they had to be there and catching up on 3 months worth of schoolwork that they had missed. But as they walked out, I did manage to speak to a few of them, and they're really just very excited about how everything went today, saying that they're looking forward to the next exams that are coming up, and they're really saying that the camp has actually helped them to be more focused and to understand what their plan is going forward. But joining me is Steve Mabona. He's of course the Gauteng Education Department spokesperson, to give us more details about what they have heard and how everything went for today. Steve, thank you so much for your time. So just tell us, how did everything go today? Were there any incidents that were reported?
Look, up to so far, we have not received any incident which suggests that we were disrupted anywhere. So we can confirm that our process went very well this morning. I mean, as you might have realized, that we started at the Parktown Boys, where we just wanted to make an assurance that everything goes well. As you will know, that school has been in the news, you know, for pet reasons. But then we said, let's go there and make sure that everything is smooth, and MEC was there. So in all other areas, we have not received anything that suggests that we might have been disrupted. And we are actually indebted to the members of the community for heeding the call. We will put an emphasis that let's not march now. Let's not disrupt our learners. Let's postpone everything. You know, just make sure that we give them this space, because this is the last opportunity for them. If they miss this one, it will be difficult for them to come back. So let's give them space. Let's respect, let's support them accordingly.
Now, we do know that this particular school has been in quite some turmoil for quite some time. And I understand that the teachers are back in school. 14 of the teachers are back in school. How did you manage to get this working? Was there a conversation with the teachers and with the department?
Look, we had to rely on actually members of the community themselves, learners, and the teachers to say, look, the ball is in your court. As you might have realized, that MEC tried so much to resolve this impasse, but we could not come into any agreement. But with the officials, you know, giving, you know, the school space to say, now you need to decide on what is it that you need to do. But we then took a decision that, look, let's take away our grade 12 learners, put them in a camp, while the rest of the school is still finding themselves. And fortunately, they've decided that, look, we want our teachers, those are the learners, that they put an emphasis that, look, we've been watching this movie, you know, going on for quite some time. Now we want to, you know, think about our future. We want teachers to come back. And we then had to facilitate that process, interacted with all stakeholders, labor and everyone, SGB, and parents themselves, to say, look, let's allow the process. And the parents, you know, acceded to the call. And everyone agreed that, look, we really need to go back to school and make sure that teaching and learning, you know, resume. And we are happy now that all the teachers are back. What we are doing, we have started with the process of reintegrating them back into the system, but making sure that we support them. You know, bring the psychosocial unit, you know, bring professional assistants, interact with them. Because some they've been here, you know, out of school for quite some time. Remember, we had some temporary teachers. Those who will still be in the space, continue probably up until we then wrap the term. And then when we come back next year, we hope that all of us will be ready, and teachers will then be coming and to continue with the teaching and learning.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. There you have it, Michelle. Steve Mabona from the Gauteng Education Department, really just speaking extensively about how pleased they are with how things have gone, and that the school is now seeming to be functioning normally.